Hello, vet folk. Hey, welcome to the chat. I got any questions on the VA disability claims process? Denied VA claims, high value VA claims. Oh, should fix this chair because you know your boy like to rock it, rock the boat. But yeah, hey, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process? High value VA claims, denied VA claims, sleep apnea VA claims has been a hot topic, as well as tinnitus and PTSD, migraines. Hey, the whole shabill. If you got any questions on the VA disability claims process, let you know. Hey, Debo back again with another banger. Hey, appreciate y'all joining. As always, as y'all coming in, if you got any questions, let you know. And let's get into it. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. Hopefully y'all staying Gucci with it. Appreciate the likes, appreciate the love. If you got any questions at all pertaining to yourself, friend, family member, active duty, anything at all pertaining to the VA disability claims process, high value VA claims, denied VA claims, PACT Act, presumptive conditions, let your boy know, secondary claims, they don't matter. Let's help y'all on the road to 100% permanent and total. Should be the goal of every veteran, because it's 2023, you're the vet. Take a sip because I talk too much. Hey, feel free to ask a question. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We've all tried together. I know you remember boot camp. Come on. Hey, get your boy. Get your boy. We got Emmy in here. Back again with another banger. Emmy, doctor of info. Oh, appreciate your stripe, dog. Appreciate it. I have a diagnosis. Oh, man. Live chats keep going away. I have a diagnosis from a private doctor, my VA doctor for GERD. Should I include both in my personal statement and nexus? Yeah, 100%. The more validation, I would say valid. Is it validation is the word I'm looking for? I mean, I guess so. I mean, the more doctors that you have that are validating, okay, hey, you're diagnosed, you have GERD. If you're trying to secondary it, hopefully their medical evidence supports the causation of GERD. I think you're trying to do a secondary to PTSD or due to medication. But, I mean, the more the better. And definitely, are you getting a single doctor or are you getting a third doctor to provide you with a nexus letter from your VA doctor, as well as, due to the medical evidence that you have, due to the medication, okay. And for the nexus letter, is one of those two doctors doing it, or is it a third doctor coming in and doing it for you? Oh, what's good, LG? What's Gucci with a brother, man? Motherfucker, shit. Y'all know what time it is. What's up? What's up, LA? What's up, dog? What's up? Motherfucking. Gotta snap at motherfucking. Want to sit out. Wow. Hey. Well, I mean, appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate the strife. Yes, sir. Snap your fingers on God mode all day, baby, especially towards the VA. Yeah. Just waiting on ME. Yeah, so, hopefully it's not too much, noise with the mic. Hopefully the mic's good. I know I've been having issues. Got another one coming. Especially with some staticky, and then sometimes it, just goes low for some reason. But anyways, I got another mic coming. Should be here today. Waiting on ME, hopefully. But yeah, just to reiterate, for that nexus letter that you're trying to get generated, is one of the two doctors providing it to you, or are you going to a third doctor to, I'm writing a nexus letter for my personal doctor, okay. Hopefully signs it. If not, we'll pay for one to, okay, there you go, for GERD, thanks. Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, especially for any, new claims, it's good if you can get your either VA or personal to provide you with a nexus letter if you think you need it. It's not really needed for secondaries, but you at least want to have that doctor to acknowledge, okay, yes, there is a causation, like your GERD is being caused by the medication that you're taking for whatever service-connected disability that you're trying to secondary it to. Definitely want to build that bridge. And then you already got the diagnosis, your personal statement, you're working on that or it's already done. If you can get a buddy statement or two, even better, icing on the cake. But that nexus letter is pretty much, it's an increased statement. It's a doctor who's evaluating you. Like, okay, hey, I've been seeing motherfucking ME for the last 6-7 months. I know he's been taking his medication, and his medication has been causing GERD. definitely, 100%, 100%. Motherfucking LG, IBS, it's time to take my shot at getting it. Yes, sir. What do I need to show? I mean, besides that motherfucking the camera, I mean, that's highly recommended to get a colonoscopy. If you can't, if you got sufficient medical evidence, like I had sufficient medical evidence whenever I submitted my claim for IBS. I was like that close to getting the motherfucking get the camera up, motherfucking forearm deep. But VA was like, hey, don't need that. We got all this information, and you definitely gonna need a diagnosis. And depending on how you plan on filing it, direct or secondary, just like I was telling ME, you're gonna need to show causation. If you're filing direct, you could possibly, if you got substantial medical evidence in your record, cool. If not, you're possibly filing PACT Act presumptive condition. Then your deployment or any duty station in which you served on will serve as your nexus. Pretty much, okay, hey, were you exposed to this? Whenever you put in that claim, the VA, they're still going to verify that you were exposed to something. Okay, cool, Gucci, checking the box. That'll be the first box, the first check. Second check, do you got current diagnosis? Okay, cool. You do, you're going to still be progressing in that claimage. Now, when it comes to percentage-wise, I believe it's 30% is the highest for IBS, 60% being for GERD. You're definitely going to need to, have symptomology laid out clearly in your medical evidence, or in absence of it, some people don't like to, throw all their, their business to their physician. Like, hey, I'm shitting out motherfucking bricks, blood, motherfucking goblins are coming out, whatever the case may be. I mean, if you're trying to get 30%, the highest for it, definitely you got, hey, motherfucking Jesus Christ and all the disciples be coming out whenever I'm having issues of IBS. You definitely want to get that written down, either on your personal statement or in a buddy statement, And of course, I got to throw some jokes in there here and there because obviously, this VA shit is kind of boring, but I try to come on, dog, motherfucker, 2023 year the motherfucking vent. Yeah, but aside from that, if you can get a personal statement from a spouse, buddy or friend, buddy statement, that would be cool. And that's pretty much all you're gonna need. That's all you're gonna need. Motherfucker, LA, where the Gucci shades? The Gucci shades are, I believe they're on the counter. Come on, dog. What's Gucci with it? Even Stevens? What's up, dog? Motherfucker, PA 5x5. What's up, dog? Yo. Motherfucker, even Stevens. What VA percentage do you need to have copays and fees? I think it's tiers. I think I want you like to have copays from your private reduced. Or completely taken out. I think it's 0 to 50, and then from 60 to 90. But let me check. Let me check on it right quick. I'm not too sure of that off the top of my dome. But hey, as y'all coming in, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process, high value VA claims? Let your boy know. Let me check that out. Okay, let me see. I got it coming up right now. But let me PA 5x5. Yo, ever heard of an over the phone C&P exam? Yes, sir. Sent in my IMO DBQ. They call asking questions for their own DBQ. Took about 5 minutes. Was for GERD. Okay, first of all, that was absolute trash bag money. Any C&P exam, regardless of if it's over the phone or in person, it should definitely be longer than 5 minutes. Because, if there's some questions you want to ask to that compensation and pension examiner, like, okay, it's not enough you saying you reviewed my service treatment record, hey, okay, like, so you saw this, all this medical evidence from the time I was in the military, if you're filing it direct. Or, was the medical evidence that I supplied for my causation for the secondary? Did you see that? Question them on some things. So, I did see that, blah, blah, blah. If they're bullshitting you'll be able to tell, especially within a 5-minute conversation. I'm like, okay, why are you calling me? I got a diagnosis. If it's a PACT Act presumptive condition, hey, there's my deployment history. I had a DBQ and an IMO. What was the call for? Definitely, I have heard of them. I actually did my first when I first got service connected for insomnia. It was over the phone. It was absolute booty cheeks. I mean, it was still 45 minutes, but I felt like the therapist, or the C&P examiner, they weren't writing everything down, even though it was video. But I could tell, like, she kept saying sticky notes, sticky notes. I'm like, fuck the sticky notes. The only thing you're filling out is a DBQ and an IMO. You should have at least the DBQ out, filling this stuff in, capturing all this stuff. And then when I actually got a hold of the DBQ, once she finalized it, she submitted to the VA. There's a lot of things she was missing off of that claim. So I definitely submitted for an increase. It wasn't within, the time period in which I wanted it to be in, but I still got an increase from 37% down on them. Understand me? But definitely, hopefully, you got okay, PA 5x5. They asked about the length of such. Okay, talk about length and such. Okay, doing secondary to PTSD with fatness as an intermediary. Look, intermediary. Seemed she was asking a couple answered questions. Okay. I mean, it's not enough for them to just ask, okay, this is secondary to PTSD. Okay, cool, you got a diagnosis. Okay, did she ask anything about symptoms? Anything associated with, 20, 40, 60% for GERD? Or she asked just enough questions to get you service connected? I see you, LA. What's up, dog? What is a provisional decision? How long does it take from provisional decision to a final decision? Provisional. That's a good question. That's actually the first time I've ever heard of a provisional decision. Or are you talking about a partial decision? I know if you have like fucking 10 things or 100 things in, and the VA just wants to give you a percentage, because you've probably been, because more than likely that claim is going to take a while. They'll give you a partial rating. Never heard of a provisional rating, but I'll definitely check in on that. I'm not too sure about that one. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Let me see. Okay. Let me just make sure I'm catching up with the questions. Debo, I got you, LA. I got you, LA. Let me check that out very quick. And as y'all coming in, by all means, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process, high value VA claims, denied VA claims, active duty military, you were never forgotten, even though y'all some chose. Provisional VA disability. Disability. Motherfucker. Sorry about that. Just trying to check. Okay, it's pretty much the only thing I see, and I'm just doing a rough search right now. Only thing I'm seeing associated with provisional is a temporary rating, which is usually in association with an active duty. What the fuck? An active cancer or associated with surgery. That's where you're given a temporary rating of possibly 100%. Only at 100%. I'm not seeing anything else for anything lower than that. So hopefully that answers your question. Motherfucking LA Goblin. Okay, motherfucker. LG, thanks, bro. Has the colonoscopy done on Friday. She start working on the statement. Yes, sir. I see you, dog. That's what that specialist was saying. It's like, sir, we're gonna put you to sleep. And we about to fucking play Call of Duty in that motherfucking. Fucking around, dog. Hopefully, hey, all that. Okay, hasn't given me a IBS diagnosis yet, but gave me stool softeners. Okay, there you go. And that's the first. Definitely, with the camera going up in there, you definitely gonna need the stool softeners. Me. So I have heard. PA 5x5. That's how long. Okay, hold on. Let me get back to. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so for the copays 2023 for urgent care copays. If you're priority group 1 through 5, it's $0. For each additional after that, hold on, copays for amount additional. Any additional. Okay, so you get 3 visits to an ER. Priority groups 1 to 5, $0. After that, it'll be $30. Priority group 6, 0. If it's not, if it's related to a service-connected disability. If it's not, it'll be $30 each visit. And then $30. If you're priority group 7 or 8, $30 flat for ER. And then it'll be $30 for the copay. Let's see, outpatient care, primary care. Okay, primary care provider services. It's gonna be 15. Specialty care, $50. Specialty tests such as an MRI, CAT scan, $50 out the gate. Inpatient care for copays depends on inpatient is pretty much rehab, rehab either physical, mental, or substance abuse. First 90 days during care is going to be $320 plus a $2 charge a day. After that, it's going to be $160 and a $2 thing a day. Inpatient care, priority group 8, and that's from priority group 1 through 7. Priority group 8 is $1,600. So it just depends. Medication varies. There's tier 1 through 3, tier 0, $0. I'm thinking that's 100%. Tier 1, $5 and $10. Tier 2, $8 and $16, $24 after 90 days. Tier 3 is going to be $11, $22, and $33 after 90 motherfucking days. Yeah. Okay, let me get back. Hopefully that answered that question. But if you want to look at the copays, type in va.gov/health tac care /copay tac rates. Hopefully someone can, put that in the motherfucking okay, let's catch up on these. ME. I have a diagnosis for sciatica, cervical, and lumbosacral. Okay. I want to tie it to my time in service. I do not have my C file. I want to tie with my personal statement and the doctor's diagnosis. I was planning to say in my statement that the pain started with my job working in a motor pool, heavy parts, lifting. Any suggestions to how this approach, since I do not know if I have an in-service event in my records. Okay. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you definitely need to be detailed in your personal statement. You could definitely, you could claim a secondary that was diagnosed or had signs and symptoms prior to the direct service-connected disability already being, service-connected, whatever case. But you definitely need to have a current diagnosis. Hopefully, work with your doctor. You can use your doctor's notes. More than likely, from an MRI, they can show, okay, you've had this for a long time, or it just showed up. They'll be able to show the level of deterioration, if that makes sense. If they're a good doctor. If not, whatever. You can just go with the wind. But you definitely need to have a good personal statement to capture that if you're trying to tie it to your direct service claim. But if you're gonna put it, have you already put in a claim for cervical and lumbosacral strain, or have you done it? Get to me. Should I have only one nexus for both? No. Okay. So when you put it, if you've been out the military for quite some time, okay, you're working on it. I would definitely, if you can get it's ideal to have a nexus letter and a DBQ for all your claims, especially the longer you go away from your separation date. You want to have strong medical evidence, of whenever you do submit that claim, say, hey, you can't touch it. If you can tie it to an injury, incident, whatever the case may be, routine work specific to your MLS and job, you can definitely do that, but you need to capture it in a personal statement. And I highly recommend, at least for that type of claim, you go and you get at least a buddy that worked with you. Get a buddy that can corroborate your story. Along with that, you definitely need a diagnosis for both cervical strain, lumbosacral strain, as well as sciatica in upper extremities and lower extremities. And whenever you do put in that claim, you want to put in that claim specifically for, okay, I'm filing cervical strain with sciatica in both upper extremities, and then you're going to file a separate claim for lumbosacral strain with sciatica in both extremities. Because whenever you go in for a C&P exam, a C&P examiner, they're going to evaluate, more than likely, you're going to go to one exam, not two exams, because all of that is on one DBQ, if that makes sense. Whenever you do go into that exam, if you have any cervical strain, any diagnosis related to the spine, whatever's connected to the spine, from your fucking, fucking C1 all the way down to the motherfucking, what I'm talking about. And if you're having any cervical strain, they're going to measure your, ability to look left and right, flexion, fucking one of these, cervical strain, mid back to thoracic strain. Not too many veterans file thoracic, but you could definitely get a percentage for cervical strain with sciatica in both extremities. I've seen 0 to 40 for cervical, 0 to 20% per arm for sciatica in both arms. Lumbosacral strain, anywhere from 0 to 100, but on average, the VA gives 0 to 10%. 40% if you can't, fucking touch your knees. And past 40%, that's when ankylosis is taken into consideration. So any spinal freezing and pain associated with you're already, service-connected lumbosacral strain, definitely you can peek into, the 60, 80, and 100%. Hopefully answers your questions. But when I submitted my claim for low back pain, lumbosacral strain, I submitted it on a supplemental with sciatica in both lower extremities, and I service connected for all three. Hopefully answers your question. Oh, no problem, Amy. Motherfucking Amy. All right, let me go back to motherfucking LA. Debo's always keeping it real. Yes, sir. Guys, fucking stay Gucci in the streets. You understand me? Okay, motherfucker. PA 5x5 asks how long it's been going. Okay. My weight is, hold on, let me see. Ask how long been going on, how bad it is, what my weight is, what it was when I was in. Okay. Hopefully, hopefully you got a VSO that has access to VBMS and they can grab a copy of that DBQ or DBQ and IMO. If you don't think, 5-minute exam is kind of shitty. It could go either way. It could go service connection, but if they do service connect you, are they just giving you a 0? Or are they supporting, fucking 10, 20, 30, 50, 60? Definitely get a copy of that DBQ prior to that claim finalizing. And if it's not how you, it's a 5-minute exam, you can definitely call bullshit and request, hey, I want another exam because this exam was inadequate. Or if you got a hold of that DBQ and it's sufficient, it's good, they actually looked at your medical evidence, they just want to give you a call for formalities, and it supports a 30 or 60%, hey, damn. But I would definitely request a copy of that DBQ prior to that claim finalizing. You got maybe a 3-day. Once you'll know on VA.gov. Hopefully it's not a supplemental. If it's your first time claiming it, you should see updates. And you got a VSO, you'll see, okay, there's been an update in VA.gov. Okay, there's been an update on your claim. More than likely that C&P examiner has now submitted that DBQ and IMO to the VA. So if you got a VSO, they can go into the system and download a copy of that. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes you got, at least for my example, now I think you got at least 3 days to about a month. When I went in for migraines increase, it was literally 3 hours. It was like 3 to 4 hours. I went in, I went into the C&P examiner. It was about 40 minutes. They were filling out the DBQ the entire time, submitted it to the VA. I was like, hey, and then I was on like a good communication with my VSO. I was like, hey, just finished the exam. I think it went well, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, hey, she got back to me within like 30 minutes. Like, yep, the examiner just uploaded it to VAbenefits. I'm looking at it right now. Here's a copy for your review. And as I was reviewing it, I hit the gym, so it's like another hour and a half, 2 hours. Then I'm actually looking at it. So 3 hours later, I'm like, hey, three and a half hours later, I was like, hey, I'm thinking this box may impact me between 30 and 50% for migraines. And then she was like, oh, okay, yeah. And then as I was telling her that, the VA rater who's assigned to me, he or she was already trying to adjudicate that claim for a 30% due to that box that says prostrating migraines. Even though my C&P examiner went ahead and typed in a lot of shit in that box, he forgot to put either yes or no. 100% was yes, but the box was completely empty. And I'm not sure if these VA raters are reading it, passing it through a 1990 Scantron. I don't know. But I was definitely able to, block that, contest it prior to it being adjudicated. And that's like the trick. That's like the key for most claims, especially if you're like, if you got complicated claim. If you have a complicated, damn, I need some water. If you have a complicated claim and you got a good VSO, you're going back and forth. You finish the C&P exam, you're getting all your updates. Only if it's not a supplemental. If it's a regular claim, increase, direct, secondary, you'll be able to see updates in VA.gov. If it's a supplemental, you're not going to see anything until it finalizes. The only person who's going to be able to see it is a VSO, accredited claims agent. I doubt a fucking lawyer if you got one. Dealing with your claim, and you just go from there. You just go from there. If you feel like you had a shitty C&P exam, okay, tell your VSO, they'll get a hold of that DBQ and IMO. Okay, blah, blah. Yeah, it's shitty. Let's request an inadequate exam, get you back into a C&P exam, and, fucking, get better. You know what I'm talking about? Get a better fucking claim. And as y'all coming in, by all means, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process, high value VA claims, denied VA claims, active duty military? Take advantage of the benefits delivery at discharge, any veteran benefits. Hey, if you like if you've been in here long enough, hit the motherfucking like button. Appreciate the strife. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's motherfucking get it. M.E., thank you for the thank you, Dr. VA Info. Appreciate you, dog. LA, can you talk about special monthly compensation? Hold on, LA. That's a seasoned topic. LG. Thanks for the info, bro. Yes, sir. At the colonoscopy. Okay, I already got that one. Stool softness. Motherfucking Joe Graves. What's up, dog? What's up, man? Question. With the VA mobile app, I can see all upcoming and previous appointments. Could I see the C&P exam on the app too? I don't think you can, but if you're still active duty, which I believe you were, August 21st, last appointment for pulmonary. Okay. Are you still active duty? Joe? Joey! Don. We got Don Graves over here. LA, hey. There's some easy topics and there are some complicated topics, but let me get into it a little bit. But if you're still active duty, Graves, Joey, you should be able to see DBQs and IMOs in TRICARE, your TRICARE patient portal. If not, you won't be able to see anything. Just as a regular veteran, you'll definitely need a VSO 2 that has access to VBMS to see any results of your C&P exam, which contains a disability benefits questionnaire or nexus letter, IMO, independent medical opinion. Motherfucking All right, LA. Let me get to this complicated motherfucking topic. VA special monthly compensation. So you're gonna definitely need specific, you're gonna need to meet the criteria of any specific levels. I will give a general, because it's a lot. I'll give a general concept on it. Okay, so if you have any basic need if you need help dressing, eating, or bathing, SMC level R, and if you are housebound, SMC level S, and there are some motherfucking rates associated with that. Okay, R, where's R at? Where's R at? Why is R not on here? Okay. So, that's some money right there. Whew! So if it's just a veteran alone, SMCR level 1, it's going to be $9,000 extra. With a spouse, $9,200. With spouse and one parent, $9,400, and so on and so forth. It's a significant amount of money. Special monthly compensation rates for veterans with dependents to include children. Let me see this one. Blah 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 blah. This is for aid and attendance benefits. Be sure to check your added amounts. It's going to be not too bad. So it's pretty much you can still function, not as much. Each disability will need to be taken into consideration to see if it applies. And that's SMC level L 1.5, SMC level M 1.5, as well as N. It goes from starting at 4,600 all the way up to 6,100 additional dollars on top of your already service-connected disabilities. Okay, Graves. Yeah, okay. You're not gonna be able to see any DBQs or IMOs in the system, Joey. Hopefully, you got a VSO that has access to VBMS. A lot of county majority of county VSOs don't have it. Oh, appreciate the motherfuckers. Super thanks, Joy Lad, motherfucker. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you. Appreciate the strife. Yes, sir. Joyce, what's up, bro? For migraine secondary to tinnitus. Okay. Is it best to have a nexus letter from a doctor, MD, or a physician assistant? Doesn't matter. I always recommend an MD if you can obtain one. Because 95% of the time when you go into a C&P examiner, it's going to be a PA or a specific specialist, especially for tinnitus. Not for tinnitus. Definitely it's best to have a DBQ. Hopefully you can get a DBQ as well. But a DBQ and a nexus letter coming from an MD is going to look a whole lot better than a PA that more than likely you're going to get at a C&P exam. But I appreciate the motherfuckers. Super thanks, dog. Dabbing on them. But yeah, so, and then there's added amounts. Let me check out the motherfucker. Oh, yes, sir. Dabbing on. Oh, ME. Appreciate the super thanks. ME. Appreciate the super thanks. $10. Yes, sir. Appreciate your strike. Appreciate the thanks, dog. Super thanks. Super team. Super vets. Appreciate y'all strife. Motherfucker. Super thanks all around. Appreciate y'all. They go. How you do that? No, I can't do anything. But there's different levels for the SMC. Okay, how do we assign special monthly compensation for veterans? L through 0. Amputations, 1 or more limbs, loss of limbs or extremities, or no function from an extremity. Physical loss of 1 or both eyes. You have some Metal Gear Solid status. Loss of sight or total blindness in 1 or both eyes. Permanently bedridden. I was talking about the SMC R and S levels, which are the highest levels for the SMC levels, at least when it comes to compensation, starting at $6,100 all the way up to $10,000 extra monthly. As well as the last one being needing help with basic needs such as eating, dressing, bathing, which is formerly called aid and attendance, different levels, different rates, and that's about it, motherfucking LA. What specific questions you got pertaining to that? Hey, as y'all coming in, by all means, you got any questions on the VA disability claims process, veteran benefits, high value VA claims, motherfucking denied VA claims, secondary options, let your boy know, active duty military, motherfucking chode force. We got any questions on the benefits, delivery and discharge, let your boy know. We have some questions. It's getting kind of toasty right here. Getting kind of toasty. Over here sweating like a motherfucking holiday ham. Yes, sir. Appreciate. Well, once again, appreciate the super thanks. ME. Motherfucking joy last. Appreciate y'all strife. If y'all got any questions, let your boy know. Got a video in production currently. Hopefully y'all like it. Just going to be going over some compensation and pension exam post what you should be doing. It's pretty much I always recommend for veterans to have a VSO. Doesn't matter how much about the VA process you know. Emmy, I want to claim a bunch of conditions like I hear veterans submitting claims with 50 or more conditions. Okay, any advice on how to approach it? Okay, so those veterans who submit like fucking 500 things, they don't half that's going to get denied. The other half is going to be zeros. If they got like a couple of things, so you go from 100 to 50. Then from 50 you're getting 25 zeros, and then you get fucking like 20 tens, maybe 120. Okay, though the way you want to approach it is if you're doing all direct, and if it's been a while since you were in the military active duty, you definitely want to get some some sufficient medical evidence. I would start with good notes from your doctor. If your doctor doesn't write a lot of shit down, definitely you want to follow that up with secured messages. If they don't have secured messages, hey, bring in all your complaints. Hey, have like tell that doctor, upload this into the file, type your notes. I don't care what you need to do, but I want this in my medical record. These are my complaints. Start building the medical evidence. Because for any disability that you're going to get direct service, you're still going to need to show a current continuity of care. That's the first thing. So you start a complaint. So like, okay, let's back it up. So if you're trying to file anything, a lump sum of things, it could be like 5, 10, 15, whatever the case may be. You need complaints and or a diagnosis from your active duty time. A complaint goes a long way, especially if you have a current day diagnosis. So for any complaints from your service that doesn't have a diagnosis, you're definitely going to have you need a diagnosis now. Anything that you're diagnosed with in service, you need to show a continuity of care on both, but mainly for the diagnosis that you already had. From there, you want to start building medical evidence, have that doctor capture symptoms associated with the percentages in which applies to you. If you have just enough symptoms and pain, not even pain, symptoms and issues associated with 0, 20, 50%, have that doctor write it in your notes. So whenever you do submit that claim, you have everything that you need. Going from that, diagnosis. I 100% recommend that you have a diagnosis for everything. From there, you want to make sure personal statement, especially if you're filing multiple things and it's been quite some time since you were active duty, you want to have a personal statement with every claim, every individual claim. Personal statement, a buddy statement or two, okay, Gucci killing. And once you submit your claim, if you have 10, 5 or 10 things, I would suggest having your personal statement on top, bolded. It's a standard format that I tell every veteran is worked for me. Like ever since I've done this this format for my personal statement, I haven't gotten a single claim denied. I got all my claim service connected, either on supplemental for previously denied for my first claim, or new increases, new things, secondary. Oh damn. So you definitely want to capture your personal statement on top, your diagnosis, in service, complaints or diagnosis, and then all your medical evidence. And then one claim 1 through 10. You want to do it like that. You want to have organization whenever you do submit that claim. And I do recommend that you have a VSO as well. Have a veteran service organization submitting your claim looks a whole lot better than Joe Schmo, motherfucking Joe Sixpack. You know what I'm talking about? And then if that VSO has access to VABMS, they're going to be a more crucial representative for you, because they can see everything that's going on with that claim, what the VA is doing. If you have a PACT Act presumptive in, okay, the VA just submitted a request to your active duty branch to verify that you were exposed to these. Oh, hey, yeah, I know you went to 2 C&P exams. The results just hit the system. Here you go. Take a look at it. If you see anything that's not jiving, let me know, blah, blah, blah. They have the power to, help you out a little bit. Block any percentages or, projected claim, or, they have the ability to help you a lot more than just not going in yourself, or, some veterans, they hire a motherfucking lawyer and they really ain't doing nothing besides submitting your claim and waiting to get paid. That's pretty much all they're doing. Oh, motherfucker, LG. Optum Serve called me today, letting me know I have an exam for peripheral nerve, okay, on my birthday next month. Any advice? Motherfucking happy birthday, dog. You better go in there. Is the claim specifically for peripheral nerve, or is it something specific? Let me see. Appreciate the strife. Excellent Dr. VA info. Yes, sir. ME. Let me see. Yeah, what is your peripheral nerve associated with, LG? Because there's a couple of things it could be. But If it's associated with any active diseases, is it a blah blah blah? Is it a direct increase, secondary? But at least with any active, if it's associated with any congestive heart failures, fucking two of the words I can't pronounce, you get anywhere from 30, 60, and 100% on peripheral neuropathy issues. Let me see what else we got. Possibly a 10% too, if it's associated with fucking toes for some reason. Hopefully it's not associated with toes. But yeah, I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm seeing a 30, 60, and 100% rating for it, depending on how is it being associated. And if it's being an increase, first claim, secondary, you know what it is. And as y'all coming in, by all means, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process, high value VA claims, denied VA claims, active duty military. Benefits delivery at discharge, let your boy know. If you appreciate the video, hit the like button. I appreciate the strife and the support. LG, LOL. I'll definitely be in there, and that's a Sunday. A Sunday for a C&P exam? I think it's from claiming radiculopathy with my lower back. Okay. On a Sunday? I've never heard of a C&P exam being done on a Sunday. Is it going to be you said Optum. That makes no sense. I would say verify that. Because I don't know any. I haven't heard of C&P exams being on Sunday. I could be wrong, but hey, definitely verify that. You don't want it to come and then we thought it was a fucking Friday. Or my elbow, carpal tunnel. Okay, 100% baby. I would definitely call and verify the day as well as if it's being, which body part is it associated with. You don't want to go in there unprepared and they're like, yeah, your toes. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not even service connected for my toes. That makes no sense. You know what I'm talking about? Definitely verify that prior to going in, because you don't want to go in there, mixing shit up, not knowing what to say and how to say it. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, brother, man. Stay Gucci with it. Stay Gucci with it. 2 days closer to Friday, and y'all know what that means. Crown Peach, motherfucking sweet tea. Got my boy coming. Probably put some margaritas on ice. You know what I'm talking about? Let the kids put their finger in the whiskey teas. No, I'm just fucking around. Hey, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process that you want to know? Yeah, bro, I had to call, make sure they had the date right. Okay, all right. So you verified the date. Definitely verify if that claim is going to be secondary to your elbow, carpal tunnel, or to your back. You definitely want to verify that prior to going in there, just to give you a better understanding in the sense of what to say, how to say it whenever you do go into that claim. That's that compensation and pension exam. Any other questions? LA, you didn't ask. Appreciate the motherfucker. Super thanks, USMC. Appreciate it. What's that? A dancing chicken? It looks like a dancing chicken. That's what I'm talking about. Motherfucking Gainas in his house. Appreciate the strike. Did I answer your question, LA? I know you was over there like, come on, man. Come on, dog. To the special monthly compensation. Let your boy know. I think I am caught up with all the questions. Yeah, hopefully I answered your question. Yeah, okay. Yeah, got you, MA. Got you, LA. Motherfucking Joy Lass. Motherfucking Graves. Okay, yeah, I think I answered your question. 100%. I don't think I missed anybody. Any questions, comments, concerns? If not, I'm gonna be out. Start cooking. I got a house full of peasants I gotta cook for. Got the family over. Gotta cook some chicken and some potato basil side motherfucking nonsense. You understand me? You understand cooking for the peasants? ME. There you go. I'll be submitting several claims at the same time with a personal statement, nexus letter, diagnosis. Any advice on this process? Should I wait until my current claim is closed? Um, I mean, I would wait until that claim is closed because it could prolong it. Because the VA could be like, oh well, it's just fuck. You don't want anything wrong. You know, you don't want any funny business going on with the claim. So I definitely recommend wait until that claim finalizes completely. Definitely start an intent to file if you haven't already. And then once that claim finalizes, then submit everything on that claim. Hopefully, it's not it's not creeping up to the suspense state, but definitely wait until that first claim finalizes. Motherfucking true for real. My higher level review is in D-Rock. What do this means? Oh, it's a good motherfucking. I don't know. Oh, appreciate you, Jimmy. Yes, sir. Got you, dog. Let me see. So the D-Rock is the Decision Review Operations Center for Quality Review. Let me check it out. Let me check it out right quick. Okay. Purpose of the D-Rock. This is coming from the M21-1 adjudication manual. They work with the higher level reviews, processing, and 2 decisions. HLRs due to a duty to assist error, as well as grants on A and B. It's bullshit, BS, restriction, structure, and processing. Okay, let me see. Program responsible for putting claims under end product control. Okay, so their main purpose is to review the claim fully, claim development, prepare it for rating or non-rating, award any percentage or monies, as well as defer back for additional medical evidence gathering, providing notice, as well as keeping the higher level review board members in community. So it's just pretty much like a team that manages the claim when it goes to a higher level review status. Motherfucker, true for real. Emmy doesn't. Okay, trying to link OSA to Rhinitis. Definitely claimable, true for real. But your medical evidence needs to support. Hopefully, your medical evidence supports. You got a diagnosis. It clearly shows a causation of OSA being caused by your allergic rhinitis. And hopefully, you got a nexus letter, DBQ, all that good stuff, personal statement. Motherfucker, Emmy. Doesn't matter if I have a diagnosis that is a week old to file. No, it's good. But or do I need to wait? So I mean, a lot of vets. No, you don't. Like, if you got a diagnosis, you got a diagnosis. Like, especially with the VA, it may take fucking a veteran 5 to 6 years to get an actual diagnosis for PTSD, and then they go ahead and submit that claim, but they have 5 years worth of medical evidence. So definitely, it doesn't matter if it's a week old. The only thing that does matter is the medical evidence that's associated with that diagnosis. No, I'm talking about Emmy. No, I'm talking about But hey, until next time. Hopefully, I enjoyed talking to y'all. I appreciate the motherfucker. Super thanks, motherfucking Emmy, Joy Last, motherfucking USMC, Dub. Appreciate y'all, Strife. Hey, you got any questions? Oh, appreciate you, Emmy. Appreciate you. Very welcome. You got any questions? By all means, hit me up in the comments. My email is only about y'all. LAB capping. But hey, until next time, this motherfucking Debo. All y'all stay Gucci with it. Motherfucking 2023. Get a vet. Y'all understand me?